Hi, I'm Real Genetic Demon, and today I'm doing my 5 most nostalgic games for the PlayStation 1. This is a video response to A Lad Up North, Champion 2D Rob, Dave Plays Retro Games Badly, and Retro 48K. So without further ado, let's get into it. Right, okay, this must be the easiest video response video I've ever done. Quite literally, the PlayStation 1 was one of my favourite consoles, and as you can see on the screen, my first choice is Tekken 2. Now, it wasn't Tekken 1, but Tekken 2 that really made me want to buy one. I loved it so much that I went out after playing it at a friend's house on his PlayStation 1. Went round to a friend's house, played it. The very next sort of weekend coming up, I took into the electronics boutique, 200, and I think it was about £30. I can't remember the exact figure, but £230, and I bought a PlayStation 1. An additional controller, and these are before the DualShock, so these are just the standard flat controllers, and without even, the thing is, do you remember that? They didn't come with a DualShock in them, they didn't shake at all, vibrate. That's kind of the standard nowadays, but anyway, I bought that with Tekken 2 and the sort of the thing, and that was just played sort of so much. Me and my wife used to play that, or my girlfriend at the time, now wife, we used to play that all the time, and we absolutely loved Tekken 2. It was a brilliant game, and I still love it to this day. That's why I've still got it, so it's a great game. So, okay. Second choice. This is another, again, I can't believe how easy this has been for me to choose. When it comes to nostalgia and the PlayStation 1, these are the games that I wanted. I don't need these rare ones or anything else, and there's some fantastic games on the PlayStation 1, but this is another one that was a favourite. I used to play it with my then girlfriend, now wife. Super Puzzle Fighter 2. This is a simple colour matching game. You match all the parts together to generate large crystalline structures, and you drop what's known as crash gems of the same colour onto it, and pop, those explode, and it all chains together and drops on your enemy as sort of more gems that they have to deal with. Fill up their side of the screen, you win. They fill up your side of the screen, you lose. And like Street Fighter, the original thing was 2 matches. It was best of 3 basically. Very good game, a fantastic game. Came on, and this is the reason why the PS1 Classic. I wasn't bothered about PS1 Classic, but this was one of the games that came on it. For me, that would have been the draw. That would have been the one that got me to purchase it. My third choice, still sticking with the Street Fighter sort of theme, is actually Pocket Fighter. Now, this is a BazzaH one. This is quite an expensive one, actually, nowadays. It's about £30 if you want to go and buy it. It basically still uses gems. The gems kind of power up your moves, so you collect gems to power up your moves. It's like, imagine sort of baby Street Fighters fighting each other with very simplistic moves. The moves are very simple indeed, but I really liked it. And at the time I used to have my own website which had games on it. Actually, I've always been very much into games, and I had games on it, and I had all of the codes and all the secret codes for all the secret moves, because it doesn't actually tell you what they are. And it just struck me as a really good game, and I think that probably the reason Pocket Fighter kind of struck me was because it kind of came on from the Super Street Fighter Turbo sort of thing, and that's really where Pocket Fighter is for me, and it's just a great little fun beat 'em up. Not Street Fighter, just slightly different, slightly quirky, something not the norm. I quite like that for that reason. My fourth choice, probably extremely obvious, is Gran Turismo, and Gran Turismo for me, when I saw Gran Turismo for the first time, I was absolutely stunned by it. I thought it was one of the greatest games I'd ever seen. That the graphics are amazing, the cars were amazing, and everything looked absolutely brilliant and so pristine and so sort of sharp and so car-like and so realistic that I really liked Gran Turismo, and I was really keen on it. Now I played it again recently, and I forgot how hard the licenses were to get on it, because this is the thing about it. It wasn't just a game of sort of racing around. You actually had to get a license for each individual car, a class that you wanted to drive in, so that you could buy more cars. And it had a second-hand market, which was a lovely concept. The idea of not actually having to buy a brand new one, but you could buy a second-hand one, and then you couldn't choose the colour. It was kind of pre-coloured for you. It's just really good, and I found myself playing it for way longer than I thought I'd play it for, considering I'd already played it in the past. It's still a fantastic game, and that's the other good thing about the PlayStation 1. You know, you bought the game, there was no add-ons for it as such. You just bought the game, and then you just played it, and it was really good. It was great fun. And last, but not least, is Alien Trilogy. And Alien Trilogy, this one is you know, cue the soppy music. You know, the sort of the really soppy music, and I don't know, you know. Alien Trilogy was the game that I used to play, or I played and completed totally, while I waited for my wife to finish her. Cause she used to work in a home for the elderly, and she used to have night shifts. And I used to play this game until her night shift, or her sort of early night shift. It was, I think, it was about 12 or 11 o'clock at night. We used to finish, and I used to play this game while she was doing her night shift, and I really enjoyed it. And I remember sort of completing it, and I think you can play through all the modes. It's been a while since I played it, to be honest with you, but I remember it more. It's more nostalgia, the fact that, you know, Alien Trilogy was my go-to game to play before I went and met my wife after she finished work, so I could walk her home and keep her safe. So yeah. But there's nothing warm and cuddly about anything to do with the Alien Trilogy. But it's an absolutely fantastic game, and one that I would. It's really cheap and really easy to get hold of, but one that I really like. So that's my 5. What are your 5? Please feel free to leave a video review if you want, but please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye bye now.